Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 2nd of January 1979, and the title is The Closeness of Your Completion is the Closeness of the Time for World Transformation. Today, BapDada was seeing the alokik confluence-aged life of every child from the horoscope of their moment of birth until now. From the moment of taking birth, each child has made many promises to BapDada and the Self. BapDada was seeing what promises you made and to what extent you have fulfilled them. Sometimes there is a difference in making promise and in fulfilling that promise. BapDada was seeing how much difference there is, or whether they are both equal. Every year, all you children make a promise to BapDada according to your capacity. So what result did Baba see? At the time of making the promise, you promise with a lot of zeal, enthusiasm, and courage. For a short time afterwards, while putting your promise into practice, you remain an embodiment of success and have good wishes and benevolent feelings while facing all the problems that come. However, after a while, instead of paying a full attention, you just pay attention so that every now and then that attention changes into tension. The powerful thought that victory is your birthright changes its form so that instead of experiencing your birthright, you sometimes let words such as, "Give me my rights," "Give me power," emerge in front of BapDada. The words, "I have," change into "give me." Instead of being a bestower, a master bestower, and a bestower of fortune, you become one who takes. Similarly, the stage of effort is sometimes of intense effort, sometimes just effort, and sometimes fluctuation between upheaval and unshakable. You continue to move along in this way and then come to a halt. What has been seen in the result up to now is that when you come to a side scene, you walk away from the path of your destination. Even now, you are still playing games. For how long will this part continue? BapDada now wishes to see you play a new game. So now, in the new year, play such a new game that every scene fulfills your aim of victory. The thought, "I am victorious," and "I will remain victorious," should be actually visible in your every act. In your image of the previous Kalpa, everyone in the Shakti army is waving a flag of victory. Even today, you elevated souls are still remembered and worshipped as the victorious jewels. You have had a lot of time to make effort, and each of you has been making effort, number-wise, according to your own capacity. What do you have to do now? You now have to become the practical form of effort, an embodiment of success, and be so successful in every task you carry out that you instantly enable all souls to claim a right to their reward. You now also have to change your language. The clock of world transformation is moving fast. The closeness of your completion is the closeness of the time for world transformation. Therefore, now settle your accounts of waste and let the past be the past. Constantly accumulate in your savings accounts through your every thought. From this moment on, experience yourself for all time to have the crown, the tilak, and the throne. To rub off your tilak means to lower your consciousness. Now, put an end to these things, even in your dreams. Celebrate such a completion ceremony now. Be a true world server through your thoughts, words, and deeds. While you constantly remain engaged in this world service, within the gathering, you will automatically experience your stage of ascent. You will constantly attain the fruit of your charity and experience yourself to be a charitable soul. According to the closeness of time, the fruit of every elevated act is constant contentment. You will attain this not just at the present time, but also in the future. You will now experience the machinery of attainment to be moving at a fast speed. You will experience what it means to have 100,000-fold return of both wasteful and powerful acts. This short time still remains for you to accumulate 100,000-fold. To accumulate this now means to create a reward for yourself for birth after birth. What do you especially have to do for this? Simply remember two things. Firstly, create every thought and perform every act while considering yourself to be a special soul. Secondly, constantly see the specialties in each and every soul. Constantly feel that each soul is a special soul. Together with this, have the feeling of making souls special and have good and benevolent wishes for them. Constantly pay attention to one thing. Never allow yourself to imbibe any defect or weakness that other souls are making effort to renounce. It is not a sign of godly royalty to pick up something someone has thrown away. Even something beautiful that someone has thrown away would not be picked up by a royal soul. Anything that has been thrown away would be dirty. Therefore, to imbibe it even in your thoughts is a great sin. So pay attention to this aspect. Keep your eyes constantly closed to the defects or weaknesses of others. Neither imbibe them nor speak of them. Since the devotees sing praise of your images, since they even praise each and every physical organ of yours, you too should sing praise of the living form of one another and speak of each one's specialties. Exchange flowers of love and cooperation with one another. In every task, extend your hand of Haji, yes indeed, or you first. Light in front of every special soul an incense stick of a special attitude and spiritual vibrations. Constantly offer whosoever comes in front of you a variety of bhog, a gift from your treasures. Put this spiritual system into practice now. This system will continue on the path of bhakti later. Do you understand what you have to do this year? Today, Baba told you of self-transformation. Later, Baba will tell you what you need to do on the field of service. Acha. To the perfect idols who have the original sanskars of royalty, to the souls who constantly have the tilak, the crown, and the throne, to the souls who constantly experience the instant fruit of every act, BapDada's love, remembrance, and namaste. BapDada meeting groups. 1. Become an embodiment of success by remaining aware of the magic mantra. Do you constantly remember the magic mantra? What is the magic mantra? Baba's remembrance is the magic mantra. Through this mantra, you can attain whatever you want. Devotees chant a mantra for anything physical they want to attain. Similarly, here too, if you want to know the right way to do something, then this great mantra is itself the way. This mantra is so magical that you can perform this magic, that is, you can transform anything within a second. So, do you constantly remember this magic mantra, or do you sometimes forget it? When you constantly remain aware of this, you will constantly succeed. If there is this awareness only sometimes, then success too would only be sometimes, not all the time. So, this is the year to underline the word constantly. To have remembrance is not a big thing. The great thing is to have constant remembrance. It is now the time to do this constantly. Add the word constantly, and you will constantly be an embodiment of success. 2. The way to protect yourself against any attack of Maya is to be detached from the world and loving to the Father. Do all of you consider yourselves to have love for the Father and to be detached from the world? Those who love the Father become detached from the world. To the extent that you are detached, accordingly, you will have love for Him. If you are not detached, you cannot be loving. Those who are absorbed and lost in love for Baba cannot be attracted by Maya. Not a single drop of water can penetrate anything waterproof. Similarly, anyone who is absorbed in the deep love for Baba becomes so Maya-proof that Maya cannot attack them in any way. You have experienced how Baba's love is imperishable and selfless, and you have also experienced temporary love. Compared to Baba's love, that temporary love is nothing. Do you have the stage where there is just Baba and you and no one else? When a third person comes between you and the Father, it means you have been separated from the Father. When no third person can come between you and the Father, you cannot be separated from the Father. Those who constantly remain absorbed in love for Baba are constantly successful. Blessing, may you be equal to the Father Brahma and come in the first grade by following him. All you children have a lot of love for Father Brahma. Becoming equal to him is an indication of that love. To attain this, constantly have the aim, I first. It should not be I first out of jealousy, because that causes a loss. However, When you say and practice I first in following the Father, then you also come with Baba in the first grade. Just as Brahma Baba became number one, so too those who are following him should also keep their aim of becoming number one. Those who take the initiative are number one like Arjuna. So everyone has a chance to claim the number one. The first grade is unlimited. It is not limited. Slogan: in order to become an embodiment of success, serve the self by serving others at the same time. Om Shanti.